Hello and welcome to Garage Talk. I'm Ben.
And I'm Hunter.
And today we are doing a grab bag episode, which is essentially our inspiration for our show. We sit in my garage, have a few beers, smoke a few cigarettes, and talk. So, in this episode, there's no risk of diverting off of topic. We will simply be having a random-ass conversation. And going forward, every fifth episode will be done this way so you can see what inspired us to do this podcast for you all to listen to. If we give you a chuck or a gig,
that's chuckles and giggles, folks.
During this episode, give us a like. If you enjoyed the episode, please subscribe. And without further ado, Hunter, would you like to get us started?
I was thinking about this the other day, and I don't know if I told you this story or not. Kind of funny, so I figured I'd share it. I broke my foot once. I had a friend back in the day, like maybe during or just after high school. We were at my friend's house, his grandpa's house. He had this big property, and it backed up to a bunch of woods, and we would go back into the woods and hang out and fuck around or whatever.
Out in the middle of nowhere or something?
Sort of, kind of. The spot that he lived in was really rural. It was kind of like a little neighborhood kind of out in the middle of nowhere, kind of surrounded by like fields and, woods and shit like that.
Okay.
So we go back in the woods a lot, just like the group of us. There's like a big semi-trailer back there.
Okay.
And we just kind of fuck around. We'd crawl on top of it and stuff. And some of us were a little dumber than others, and some of us would jump off. And I was one of those guys. We're out there one day.
Okay, before you get too far into this, was the... So you say it's a semi-trailer. Could you get into it?
No, it was actually locked.
Oh, okay. This story's not weird at all. Continue.
So... we're playing on his grandpa's fucking body trailer. Probably where he kept the dead bodies.
That's where I butt fuck them.
Oh, God.
I put them in my semi-trailer. Mm-hmm.
That does sound rather...
Ain't got no gas in it.
It ain't got no gas in it. So, we're playing on the trailer. I go to jump off, and I heard a loud pop and then searing pain in my foot. Everybody's kind of laughing at me because I hurt myself, which is normal for, people that age. Of course, nobody helps me because I'm enormous.
Oh, you can't walk.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that was not far off from kind of the shit.
Oh, Jesus.
So I basically half waddle, half crawl back to his grandpa's house.
Away from the fuckmobile.
Away from the fuck trailer. Oh, God. Who even knows what was in there?
Yeah, I don't. I kind of want to guess, but I don't want to know. It is a little weird, but I mean, who knows? The guy could be like some friendly dude. Let's hear the rest of the story before I make too many rash judgments.
That's the thing too, because he was like this super friendly, very sweet old Mexican guy. Yeah, he didn't say much, but when he did, he said it softly, which made you listen. Yeah, so we're just hanging out. I'm kind of wondering, should I go to the hospital, yada yada.
Definitely should have.
Probably. I mean, looking back now, my foot still hurts sometimes if I'm on my feet too much. So we get back to the house, we're hanging out, kind of wondering if I should go to the hospital, end up not going. We all fall asleep. I wake up in the middle of the night.
Oh, this is continuing. Okay.
Yeah.
You wake. I don't like where this is going.
Well, I wake up to my friend's grandpa, because remember, it's his house.
Mm-hmm.
He's taking off one of my socks.
Oh, really don't like where this is going.
And then he just starts rubbing this cream all over my foot.
Really hate where this went. I thought it was going to be like he's taking off my socks and dragging me to the trailer. Where we went inside and I was locked in.
But that's what I woke up to. I woke up to him pulling off my sock, and I didn't move.
Wait, so him pulling off your socks woke you up?
Yeah.
So you realize that he probably would have let you keep sleeping through whatever you say cream he was rubbing on your ankles?
He was on my foot. And I didn't know what was happening at first because it was really early in the morning, so there was only a little bit of sunlight coming through the window. I don't even know what it was. Maybe it was icy hot or something.
Oil and jizz.
Oil, jizz, a little bit of... God, Who knows?
That's a really weird story. Okay, so did anything else happen after that? Did he like apologize for taking your socks off and rubbing your feet?
No, I just kind of looked up when he started rubbing the shit on my feet or on my foot. Dude, I've never told this story out loud before.
I don't know if you should again.
If I hadn't woke up, who knows where he would have went from there.
You might have woken up with no pants on.
Yeah. No,
that's definitely a story about breaking your leg, that's for sure.
Well, see, now I've always thought of this as sort of like, just, he's trying to be helpful and fucking, I'd been around the family for so much, I mean.
Oh, he's trying to get a helpful of something. If I woke up to someone taking out my socks, I think my first reaction would be to kick.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm too compliant.
A little too passive for me. I don't know. I don't know if I would let that occur. That feels extremely strange.
Well, now that you put it that way, it does sound weird.
Now it sounds weird?
Yeah,
I
don't know. I'd never really told the story out loud to anybody before. It never seemed like it was important. Maybe I'm having a breakthrough.
Oh, God.
I mean, that's where it ended, though, because I woke up, he was rubbing...
Because then we started jerking each other off.
With the icy hot. Sometimes it's hot, sometimes it's cold. No, I look up, he notices me look up, and he's like, I rubbed this on your foot. It came off to me as like a sweet old person thing to do, and now I'm kind of second guessing myself.
Was it like the middle of the night?
No, it was like early morning, like very early morning. There was like that blue morning light coming through the window.
That makes it slightly better.
Yeah, at least he waited until...
At least it wasn't like 3 a.m. Because if it was 3 a.m., you were like 2 minutes away from getting your pants taken off.
Oh, boy. I mean, he had probably just woken up. I mean, that was kind of perfect old man waking up time.
Yeah.
Super...
butt crack of fucking dawn. Mm-hmm. Although it is beautiful that time of day, I will say. I get it. Sunsets and sunrises are great.
Speaking of butt cracks, I probably saved mine that morning.
I haven't really broken too many things. I cut my finger off once, but that was a long time ago.
Cut it off?
Yeah, my finger got caught in like the hinge of a door. Like where the door closes.
Yeah.
And I had my finger I had my hand up there by the hinge, and my finger was in between the door and the thing.
Oh,
and the wind was blowing really quick, and my brother was like trying to catch the door, and the fucking thing closed. Because he was trying to stop it from closing on my fucking hand, but it was really windy, and it just whipped the door closed, and then my fucking pinky finger just lopped right off. It was pretty gross.
Jesus, man. Well, obviously they were able to reconnect it.
Yeah, they sewed it back on, but...
My brother-in-law, when he had the accident, I guess his arm was like, basically it was still connected, but it was like dead.
No circulation?
No circulation. There's like no nerve action going on. Like nothing was happening.
Fucking synapses weren't firing?
Yeah, and like they were like talking about having to cut his arm off.
Jesus, man.
Yeah. And he said his doctor was weird as fuck. He was like, oh, we're going to save that arm. And I guess they did some surgery and put some rods and shit in there and reconnected some veins and yada yada. And
imagine how hard missionary would be with one arm. It's crazy. We talk about like people we know getting injuries. Some of the worst injuries I think I've ever seen were from athletes, man. Mm-hmm. Have you ever seen like some real bad athletic injuries?
Yeah.
It's crazy. One Christmas I was watching the NBA, and it was a Lakers game, and LeBron, he was guarding a guy, and he slipped on the court, and he did almost like a full split and immediately grabbed his crotch because the motherfucker tore the shit out of his groin. It was brutal. I could see, as soon as he did the split, I could see it. I could see it, not his groin. Right. I could see it on his I could see it on his face that it was like he was hurt.
Yeah.
He was like seriously hurt because he kind of amplifies like making things look like they hurt.
Yeah.
Kind of get that foul call.
Yeah, he flops.
He doesn't flop anymore. He used to a lot, but he doesn't flop anymore because you get fined a shitload for it.
Okay.
It's like a $5,000 fine for flopping.
That ain't shit to them, dude.
It's a lot of money when you're like one of the guys.
When you're
only
LeBron
getting paid.
James and
when you're LeBron James, it doesn't matter. But if you're one of the guys making $60K a week and like 25+% of that is going to your agents and your managers and everything, you're paying out the ass.
Yeah.
Those guys, some of the guys on the lower end, it makes sense why guys like fighting for that extra $2 or $3 million, because that's the difference between him having a fucking private chef and him not having good food.
Yeah, well,
it's a big difference.
Those guys making $60,000 though, like, how often do they actually get to play?
A week they make $60,000 a week. Some of them play pretty often. I mean, you got to think about $60,000 a week is probably like a guy who's making $1 million or $2 million a year.
Dude, I think the median income for like regular people in the entire country is somewhere like around $70,000 a year.
Yeah,
that's
these guys are have to cover their like certain expenses that normal people don't have to cover.
Agents and
agents, managers,
lawyers,
everything, dude. And that's, if you're not a tippy top guy, you still need all those things.
When I was in high school, I was kind of like wanting to play football.
Yeah. Seemed like you'd be good at it.
But I wanted to be like the worst football player ever. Like take like when I was in high school, one of the worst teams was the Lions. And I was like, I'll just play for the Lions and we'll lose all the time. But I'll still drive home in a fucking Ferrari or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, some athletes save their money for like extended periods of time. There's a guy named Jonas Valanciunas. I believe he plays for the Memphis Grizzlies right now. He's a center, and he still drives his like little like coupe to the fucking his 15-year-old coupe to the arena, and all the guys will like be videoing him, like making fun of him. Like he's 7 foot, so he is jammed in this tiny car, and you see him pull up, and he's scrunched up in it.
Oh my!
And
God.
he's like, the window is just him and his knees and his arms.
I mean, it's probably the way to do it, man, because a lot of those dudes come in from either high school or college. And, well, basketball, you get more dudes out of high school, right?
Not anymore. There's the one and done rule. You have to do 1 year of college, at least, minimum. Or you have to go overseas, or you can play in the G League.
My point is a lot of those guys come in very young, and not a lot of them are taught, like, money management and shit like that, especially huge wealth, or at least an amount of money that they've never seen before.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot to take in. Like, imagine at 18 years old, you have all the money in the world.
I mean, the picture of
20.
Mike Tyson in his underwear with his pet tigers is a pretty good example of that.
Hey, man, he just like tigers.
That's probably one of the most iconic pictures ever. Mike Tyson in his tighty whities, and he's got 2 pet tigers on chains.
As far as like a sports picture?
Just, sure. Like, I mean, he's an athlete.
I mean, there's one picture that I can think of. I think it's called the Sea of Hands. And it was, I believe it was Oakland Raiders. And it was one guy, he threw to his receiver who was surrounded by a ton of guys. And you just see, like, the picture is like of all the defenders' hands. And then his one hand grabbing the ball and getting the touchdown.
Oh, that's cool.
It's absolutely crazy. It's a really, really cool picture. Or the one of Muhammad Ali standing over...
I have.
Yeah, who is he standing over?
Sonny Liston.
Sonny Liston, okay.
I have a signed, genuine copy of that. It's got a certificate of authenticity and everything. It's hanging up in my room. It had the date that he signed it, and it was like 2 years after the fight.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Hell yeah. And, I mean, I'm a huge Muhammad Ali fan, and my brother and his friend had some sort of connection with a guy that worked at a pawn shop. And they got me that picture for, like, my 21st birthday.
Oh, very nice. You said does it have a certificate?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, certificates on the back of it.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, man.
So it's real deal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I always wanted to get, like, some of my, like, comic books and stuff autographed. I always thought that'd be cool.
That'd be cool shit.
But, yeah, so... We talk about sports and, we're kind of like making fun of some guys and stuff. I got to tell you, one thing that really peeves me about like sports in general is sports analysts, dude.
Yeah.
They drive me nuts. And you know what it is that they try so hard to diminish the value of great players. And they try and do everything they can to make someone seem less than. Like, nobody was asking Michael Jordan when he was playing with the Wizards to fucking win a championship. But LeBron is 22, 21 years in the league, something like that. He's been in the league a fucking long time, and people are like, we think he should be winning a championship. Like, the dude is not quite in his prime.
Yeah, not anymore.
He's got a good team, don't get me wrong, but, like, you can't fucking hold one guy accountable in a team sport.
Mm-hmm.
Or, like, what they did to Terrell Owens. It's a fucking travesty. It was like he should have been in the Hall of Fame, first ballot Hall of Famer for the NFL, right? When he retired, he was the second best receiver in almost every statistical category. That, to me, is a first ballot Hall of Famer. You know who was number one? Jerry Rice.
Okay,
Jerry Rice, the best receiver of all time.
49ers, right?
49ers. He played for the Raiders. He played for the Broncos for a hot second. Seattle. Played a little bit across the board, but mostly the 49ers is what he's known for. But yeah, when Terrell Owens retired, he was the second best in almost every statistical category. Still was not a first ballot Hall of Famer. Makes zero fucking sense to me. You want to know why? Because he had off the field, quote unquote, problems. Because the media saw him being passionate about the sport, arguing with his quarterback, and they ran with it. Like, this guy's a problem. He's causing issues here. Blah, 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 blah. And they always tried to make him seem out to be like the bad guy. And in some situations, he probably was. He probably was doing the wrong thing. Probably was being argumentative. But the part about the Hall of Fame is that off-the-field incidents shouldn't matter.
Yeah.
That's the whole premise for voting. But media people get to vote. How is that fair? It doesn't make any sense. And if they're obsessed with diminishing a guy's value, that guy will never be relevant.
Yeah, that's fucked up. It should be like just strictly the merit on the field.
Oh no, that is exactly what it's supposed to be. But for some reason, there is this discrepancy when it comes to sports analysts that they think they have more power than they do. The only thing that I really like about sports media is the fact that I can get like updates all the time on the NBA. I love watching the NBA, and anytime I can get like an update on something or know what's going on, it's kind of like nice for me because then I can keep what's going on with my team. And you know, a lot of people don't realize, but in the 80s, sports analysts even tried to diminish Michael Jordan's value. Seriously,
took that personal.
The whole question about him was, can he do it? Can he win a championship? They didn't diminish him like other guys are diminished now. It wasn't as harsh and as like they didn't praise him. Like they praised him like they don't praise them now is what I mean. So it's kind of weird, you know.
Maybe now because there's so many, I don't even know how to say it. Like there's so many things you got to worry about offending this group or saying the wrong shit about this. And it's probably like they don't want to offend anybody by like praising a player that someone might not like. Or some shit like.
Yeah, I think all that shit's nonsense. You know?
It is nonsense.
If you're
but
worried,
I wonder if that plays in.
If you're worried about upsetting people, don't be an analyst.
Or don't watch sports if you're gonna be upset.
But
Because
there's some guys who do some shit like real personal shit. Like there's a guy named Chris Bosch, and he was getting made fun of by a sports analyst called Skip Bayless. By the way, Skip Bayless is one of the worst, if not the worst, sports analysts of all time. The man literally thinks that LeBron James sucks. He's an idiot. The guy is a fucking moron. Anyways, he started calling Chris Bosch Posh Spice.
That's kind of funny.
It's a good name, but it's really diminutive of the guy who's also basically scoring 18 points per game on a team with LeBron James and Dwayne Wade. I know you probably don't know who Dwayne Wade is.
I remember the name.
He's probably one of the top 10 in his position of all time.
Which is saying a lot in the NBA.
That's saying a shitload. He was a shooting guard. And that's the same as Michael Jordan's position.
Oh, yeah.
And some people say he's a top 5. I wouldn't go that far. He's like 6'7" for me.
Okay.
At that position.
So yeah, he was really good.
He was very, very good. He's won like 4 championships. Like one of them he's won 3 championships. One of them was without LeBron. He had one with Shaq.
Okay. I mean, who wouldn't want to, if you're playing basketball, who wouldn't want a big wall fucking
Big block
on
to
your
stop.
team.
Man, that guy endorses like everything too.
Everything. He's a genius when it comes to like
Go to the general and save some
yeah.
time.
investing and doing all these like spots for different products and stuff and services. I mean, if we're going to talk about Shaq, we have to talk about literally the term that was created because of him doing that all the time was Shaq in the rim. When he'd just make these hard ass dunks and bring the whole fucking thing down.
Yeah, he used to break. Dude,
He did that how many times?
do you remember his movie?
Which one?
Kazam?
Kazam? Yeah, Shaq
Kazam.
Fu and all that shit.
Dude, Kazam was awesome. Loved that as a kid. The scene where the kid's like, I want this warehouse to be full of candy bars. It starts raining candy bars. Dude, that scene was awesome.
I love that shit too.
I used to rent that movie a lot as a kid.
Yeah.
But it reminds me, like, there's like a lot of movies where, like, people who aren't conventionally actors do acting. And some of them are really shitty, and some of them are really, really good.
Yeah, Steven Seagal comes to mind.
You know, I know you like, what's his name, Jean-Claude?
I mean, yeah, I mean,
But
he
he's
was
awful.
He was my guy back in the day.
Kind of ruined Street Fighter.
Yeah, that was a terrible Street Fighter.
Yeah, you heard they're making a new one?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, they're going to make a new Street Fighter. It looked fun. Like, the characters actually look like how I would figure.
Okay. I wonder who's going to be in it.
I saw the other day, I was reading up the cast list. I'll have to show you.
Probably going to be like Chris Pratt. And fucking
Chris Pratt is Ken Hadouken!
and like Ryan Reynolds and shit.
Reynolds is Dullism.
Oh, God.
The guy who could stretch.
Oh, yeah, he was the Indian guy.
Seth Rogen is E Honda.
They probably will do some goofy shit like that in there. It kind of...
Street Fighter, rated PG-13.
PG-13. Yeah, that was... You should fucking get a hold of the guys from South Park and see if you can do some voices for them.
I wish to. That is like a dream. That should have been on my bucket list. Speaking of which, asterisks for a few episodes here real quick. Lilith Fair is a chick festival. I mean, a female band festival.
Chick festival.
But yeah, Lilith Fair is a female band festival. The lady who sang the Sad Gorilla song, Sarah McLachlan.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Sarah McLachlan. If I think of any more...
But no, you do some really good South Park voices.
It's not intentional. I just watched way too much South Park. I remember going to see their play, The Book of Mormon. I'm sitting at the theater watching, and I'm like the only fucking person in the crowd laughing. You can just, it's like silent, and they're singing, doing their songs and being funny up on stage, and you can just hear me, nobody's laughing.
What the fuck, man?
It was weird. There were a bunch of Mormons there, too, with their, like, Mormon Bibles and stuff.
Oh, that's great.
It was interesting. I think they were just trying to be like, what's this all about? And then being like, oh.
They're like,
Oh, there's a song, Fuck God.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, they got us, guys. Let's go.
It's actually a really good play. If it ever comes around, I'd love to go again. I like going to see plays and stuff.
Dude, I haven't seen a play since I was a kid.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'd be down for it.
It's fun. It's nice to see. I try and make time where I can. You know, I like. Have you ever heard of the Macbeth?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great play. Honestly.
Classic.
It's fucked up, dude. It's really dark. It's like his wife convinces him to do all this fucked up shit, and Macbeth is like kind of stuck between his wife and his mother's choices, and then there's these witches, and it's all fucked up, dude.
William Shakespeare is who we're talking about. Is the guy that wrote Macbeth and Hamlet, and I think his most famous one is a tragedy, Romeo and Juliet.
Yeah, well, it's a romantic tragedy, yeah, of two people who essentially...
Seemed like a lot of his shit was pretty dark.
It is. I think that was kind of the sign of the times, too.
Yeah.
Didn't he live during, like, the plague-ish era?
I'm going to have to get back to you on that. I'm not sure. Maybe, like, 1600s?
Oh, wow.
I could be way off with that, but...
Who cares? We're idiots. I'll put it in the description that we don't know what we're talking about. We'll be good. We'll cover our bases.
Oh, my God. You know, going back to Shaq being an entrepreneur... I saw in the gas station, he actually has gummy snacks.
Oh yeah, Shackalicious gummies. They look Shackalicious. No, I'm sure they're pretty good. I don't. He endorses a lot of shit, but that seems like something he.
Oh, and it seems
it's got
like,
his face on it.
It seems like a lot of the stuff that he endorses is actually quality shit, except for Papa John's. I can't stand Papa John's.
Well, I don't think the general insurance is very good.
Oh yeah, I never really heard anything about it.
I've never heard anything about. I don't know anyone who's ever bought it.
And do you think he really still uses general insurance?
Well, there's no way he uses it.
Yeah, he's probably got something we've never even heard of before.
Yeah, lots of money.
Yeah.
Enough money to cover it.
You don't even need insurance with that kind of money.
Honestly, probably not. And he probably makes pretty good money still to this day.
I'm sure he makes hella money, yeah.
His name is a commodity, and it has value.
And I'm jealous of him, too, because... Not because of the money, not because of the fame, but because he's friends with Kevin Hart. If you were to, like, measure my...
Penis?
Which is why I'm so bad at math. It's huge. If you were to, like, measure my ability in mathematics, I...
Sorry.
Probably have, like, a third grade education when it comes to math.
Oh, really?
I'm terrible with numbers. I can't do mental math for shit. And, like, if I have to do any kind of multiplication or something, if I have to write it down, it'll be like that stacked shit where it's like, you have to break it down like you would for a kid. And I'm really bad at math. But one of my favorite teachers, and he was super competent, and he's the only reason I passed high school fucking algebra, is my teacher, well, I don't even know if I should say his name.
Don't say his name, but... Your what, math teacher?
Yeah, he was my algebra teacher in 10th grade. He's fucking awesome dude. And he would take time out of his day. Like when he was on lunch or something, because he would take lunch the same time as the students, because not all the teachers did that. But he took lunch the same time as the students, and he would actually come into his room, and he would explain the shit to me like I was a little kid. And it's the only reason I passed his class with like a C-. Well, I think we've reached the end of our little conversation here. Ben, you got anything to add?
Yeah, man. I listened to the new Taylor Swift album, and it sounded like how a wet dog smells.
Good to know, buddy. This is Garage Talk. I'm Hunter. Comment, like, subscribe, and catch us next time.